Coming up next, it's the main event as Will Osprey and Kenny Omega face off the Murder Machines. Here comes the team of Lance Archer and Brian Cage, accompanied by Don Callis. It will be members of the Don Callis family of Kyle Fletcher and the AEW International Champion Konosuke Takeshita facing off their opponents this Sunday. That'll be Will Osprey and Kenny Omega. So Will Osprey and Kenny Omega are seeing if they can mesh well together in this match against Lance Archer and Brian Cage, or otherwise it might spell disaster for those two going in to AEW Revolution. But Brian Cage and Lance Archer have been dominating the tag team scene recently, getting closer to AEW Tag Team Gold. And here comes Will Osprey. England's very best from Essex, England. Weighs in at 220 pounds and stands in at 6'1". However, Will Osprey in 2025 hasn't had a great start lately. Only with one win this year, Will Osprey has been trying to rebuild his AEW career after 3 losses. One of them to being Kyle Fletcher at AEW Grand Slam. Will Osprey now, I do believe he has been wrestling hurt, but he has taken a little bit of time off. He has been cleared by the doctors, and he's hoping that he is much more healthier now to compete in this match, as well as the main event of this Sunday's event. Now he's teaming up with Kenny Omega. These two have a long history. Both men don't seem to like each other, but at the moment, they have decided to put all their issues to one side because they have a common enemy, and that is Don Callis and his family. Kenny Omega hails from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. He weighs in at 224 pounds and he stands in at 6 feet. He is the 3rd ever AEW World Champion. He has also held the World Trios Championships and the AEW World Tag Team titles with Hangman Page. And Kenny Omega is in the same predicament as Will Osprey. He's only had 1 victory in 2025. He's had 2 losses, so hopefully this match for the pair of them could get them back on the right track on their winning ways and hopefully get to the top of the AEW mountain. It has been announced that after AEW Revolution, next week's AEW Dynamite, that Kyle Fletcher will be facing the TNT champion Daniel Garcia for the TNT championship. And Kyle Fletcher has been doing incredibly well in 2025 with 5 victories and 0 losses. So it does show that his win-loss record is well deserving of that title shot. But Will Osprey now and Lance Archer kicking things off. That was a beautiful dragon screw there by Will Osprey. And now Will Osprey firing those strikes to Lance Archer now. Lance Archer isn't exactly a slouch. He's incredibly strong and fierce. Will Osprey. Oh no, there's a knee to the gut there by Lance Archer to Will Osprey. An Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Lance Archer now. Oh, hyperextending that shoulder. And Will Osprey is now in trouble. Look at this. Oh, he throws Will Osprey across the ring there. Irish whip into the ropes. Drops that one. Look out here. Will Osprey. Knee to the gut that time, and a big boot. Down goes Lance Archer. Tie up. And now look out here. No, Will Osprey breaks out of it, and there's a chop block there. Down goes Lance Archer. Brian Cage is tagged in, and so is Kenny Omega. I think Don Callis brought in a steel chair into the middle of the ring. And Brian Cage now taking control of the match, slamming Kenny Omega's head into the top turnbuckle. And now look out here, slams Kenny Omega into one side of the ring, into the turnbuckle, and again onto the other side. Kenny Omega hurt now. No, he stops that chop there. And a forearm smash there by Kenny Omega to Brian Cage. Chop there. Uppercut to the gut there. Kenny Omega now throws Brian Cage out of the ring. Here we go. Into the ropes and launches him into a somersault plancha. Beautifully executed there by Kenny Omega. Will Osprey now showing his aerial skills as well. And Kenny Omega going straight after Lance Archer and slams his back into the ring apron. And now look at this, German suplex. Down goes Brian Cage. Both men on the outside. Cage now slowly getting himself back into the ring. Kenny Omega tags in Will Osprey. Throwing those strikes there by Brian Cage, but Will Osprey firing back. Oh, what a hip toss there by Brian Cage. Look out here. Oh, went for a leg drop. No, Will Osprey roll out the way. Forward drop kick in. Down goes Brian Cage. Oh, it's Saguri, and down goes Brian Cage. Tied by the two. Irish whip by Will Osprey. Whips him into his corner there. And now Kenny Omega and Will Osprey double team there. Both men looking impressive in their tag team work thus far. German suplex with a bridge, but only a 1 count. Tags in Will Osprey now. Oh, what a boot there, and down goes Osprey. Front face lock applied into a suplex, and down goes Osprey. If Omega and Osprey cannot win this matchup here tonight, it may spell disaster for these two when they go into AEW Revolution this Sunday. Oh, suplex again there by Brian Cage, and Will Osprey is immobilized. Standing moonsault, no, Will Osprey rolls out the way. Punch right there, forward drop kick, down goes Brian Cage. Landing into the turnbuckles. Will Osprey firing back, forearm smash, down goes Brian Cage. Tie up, front face lock. Oh, what a Falcon Arrow there. Here's the cover by Will Osprey, 1, 2, kick out by Brian Cage. Will Osprey tags in Kenny Omega. Brian Cage just manages to tag in Lance Archer. And now both men miss with their collision there. Waistlock there by Kenny Omega. German suplex, and down goes Lance Archer. Omega now, relentless on his assault. Chop. And again. And now a tie-up by Kenny Omega. Front face lock once again. Cradles the legs. Oh, beautiful. Down goes Lance Archer. Kenny Omega now, oh, slams his shoulders into Brian Cage's abdomen. Kenny Omega, elbow drop, no. Brian Cage roll out the way. Lance Archer and Will Osprey tangling with each other on the other side. The referee has lost control of this matchup. Kenny Omega, another somersault plancha, and down goes Lance Archer. As Kenny Omega was showboating, Lance Archer is now taking advantage. Oh, look out here. Oh, what a suplex there by Kenny Omega. Surprisingly, the team of Omega and Will Osprey is working out well. Now Kenny Omega and Don Callis exchanging words. Shot by Omega. Tie up by Lance Archer. Here it comes. Snake eyes. And down goes Kenny Omega. Lance Archer now. Boot to the face. Got that wrist lock applied. Gets the other wrist. And what's he going to do here? Drives his knees into the back of Kenny Omega. Tags in Brian Cage now. Can Kenny Omega make the tag? He does. He gets the tag to Will Osprey, but Brian Cage, forward drop kick to Will Osprey. Look at this. Oh, Kenny Omega. Sorry, Will Osprey breaks out of the grip of Brian Cage. Oh no, he's going to go for that U-hook. Clothesline there by Brian Cage. Looked like Will Osprey was trying to finish the match there, but Brian Cage had other plans. Oh, look out, he has him by the throat and throws Will Osprey across the ring. Oh, look out here. And the Oz Cutter by Will Osprey. Amazing work there. Springboard. Corkscrew splash. And that's taken the wind out of Brian Cage. Brian Cage back up though. Has hold of Will Osprey. Oh, what a knee to the face there. Down goes Osprey. Kenny Omega though with a jawbreaker over the top rope. And down goes Brian Cage. Hurricanrana by Will Osprey. Tags in Kenny Omega. Goes to the top rope with a launch to him on the outside. And he does double axe handle, no. Brian Cage moved out of the way. Throws Kenny Omega into the steel post. And he collides face first with it. Brian Cage now drags Kenny Omega to the ring. Oh, he slams Will Osprey into the steel steps. Oh, what a super kick there by Kenny Omega. Now Omega, knee drop there to the face of Brian Cage. Back to the assault by Kenny Omega. No. Reversal there by Brian Cage. Waist lock. Breaks out of it. Oh, beautiful maneuver there by Kenny Omega. Tags in Will Osprey. He goes up top. And a corkscrew splash off of the top rope. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Oh, kick out there. No, Lance Archer almost had the chance to break out. Oh, what a drop kick there by Kenny Omega. And now the referee's lost control of the match yet again. Brian Cage now. Look out here. Does he go for now? Oh, and down goes Will Osprey. Drives Will Osprey's face into the canvas. Went for a pin there, but Will Osprey kicks out. Tie up by Brian Cage. Look out here. He's holding him up, getting all that blood draining to the head of Will Osprey. Oh, beautiful suplex. Will Osprey's in trouble. Brian Cage now, who is busted open here. Hyperextending the shoulder again. Will Osprey in trouble. Those short lariats by Brian Cage. Here comes Lance Archer. Will Osprey is in trouble. Lance Archer trying to psych himself up now. And look at this, a choke slam. And down goes Will Osprey. And Lance Archer going up top. Oh, but Will Osprey manages to tag Kenny Omega. Lance Archer missed with that elbow drop. And now Omega is firing back. That Hadouken strike there by Kenny Omega. Waist lock into a suplex. Down goes Archer. Kenny Omega oozing confidence right now. And look out here. He hooks the arms. And pile driver. And Lance Archer's head is driven into the canvas. There goes Brian Cage. Kenny Omega going up top. What's he planning to do? Crossbody onto Don Callis. And Don Callis is out. Kenny Omega going to the top rope. Double axe handle. Down goes Lance Archer. Oh, headbutt there by Lance Archer. Kenny Omega in trouble. Oh, what a move there. 1, 2. What a beautiful full Nelson slam there by Lance Archer. Look at this. Oh no, he's going for it. Kenny Omega now firing back. Will Osprey used himself as a scapegoat. Lance Archer now. Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Tags in his partner, Brian Cage. Double team coming up. Oh, double shoulder tackle there. And Kenny Omega's in trouble. Will Osprey now. Reversal there. Elbow drop off of the apron and onto Brian Cage. Kenny Omega bringing himself back up. And the referee once again has lost control of this match. The referee counting out Brian Cage. Oh, what a stomp there by Kenny Omega to Lance Archer. And look at this. Oh, what a clash there by Will Osprey to Brian Cage. Slides Brian Cage back into the ring. Kenny Omega. He hooks both arms. There's that pile driver. Down goes Brian Cage. There goes Lance Archer. And Omega tags in his partner, Will Osprey. And Osprey going up top. Shooting star press. And he goes back up top again. What's he going to do here? Corkscrew splash. He's got it. 1, 2, 3. And Will Osprey and Kenny Omega are your victors. An impressive victory there by these two. They don't like each other, but they didn't have to. They knew that their skills would put on an impressive performance. And if their teamwork is going to be this strong for AEW Revolution, Carl Fletcher and Konosuke Takeshita may have a battle on their hands come this Sunday.